gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 commencement of the University of Northern Iowa. Please rise for the graduating students. representatives of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa. President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Mark A. Nook, and the Platform Party.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to the Spring 2018 commencement exercises of the University of Northern Iowa, which will now be in order. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Professor Jeffrey Brick, instructor of voice from the School of Music. The colors will be presented by the University of Northern Iowa ROTC Honor Guard. Please be seated. At this time, I have the honor of introducing the members of the platform party. All those introduced should please remain standing until the introductions have been completed, and I ask that applause be withheld until all have been introduced. Ms. Patty Cowney, President Pro Tem of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Sherry Bates, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Nancy Butker, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Mr. Milt Dokovich, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Nancy Dunkel, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Rachel Johnson, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, and graduating student of the University of Northern Iowa. Mr. Larry McKibben, Member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Dr. Mark Nook, President of the University of Northern Iowa. Dr. James Wolpart, Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Michael Hager, Senior Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. Paula Knudsen, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Patrick Pease, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs and Interim Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Gaetan Jean-Marie, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs. Mr. Christopher Cox, Dean of Library Services. Dr. Victoria Robinson, Associate Vice President for Educator Preparation. Dr. Tim Kidd, Chair of the University Faculty and Professor of Physics. Ms. Nicole Zumbach-Harkin, Instructor, Department of Communication Studies. Ms. Megan Stoll, Chair of the UNI Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mr. Jamal White, President, Northern Iowa Student Government. Emily Secor, vocalist, master's graduate in music. And Ms. Isabella Judge, student speaker and candidate for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Individual Studies, Health Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Mark Nook.
Thank you very much, members of the Board of Regents, distinguished guests on the platform, faculty and staff, parents, family, and friends of our candidates for graduation, but especially and mostly you, the candidates for graduation at the University of Northern Iowa. Welcome to the 2018 commencement ceremony for the College of Education and Continuing Education. It's an honor to be here with you today. The University of Northern Iowa prides itself on helping all of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, reach three important goals: their educational goals, their professional goals, and their personal life goals. Today, we take time to celebrate your attainment of those educational goals that we all hope are not finished, but really just beginning. We also hope that these educational goals have laid the foundation so that you can go out and attain those professional goals and, as importantly, those goals in your personal life, to impact your family, to impact your communities, to impact your state. Congratulations today on getting here and reaching that goal. We pray that your education will continue and hope that you will reach out and touch the lives of people around you through this education. Today you will see several members of our graduates wearing red, white, and blue honor cords. I'd like to ask those individuals wearing the red, white, and blue honor cords to please stand. These individuals, these students, are either current members of our military or veterans of our military service. Please join me in thanking them for their service to our country. I know that many of our soon-to-be graduates have family members here who have also served their country admirably or are serving their country at this time. I'd like to ask all members of the military or veterans who are in attendance today to please stand and let us recognize you as well. Thank you for assuring our freedom and our ability to provide this education in such an open environment. Thank you very, very much. The University of Northern Iowa Lux Service Award is presented by the Office of the Dean of Students annually to undergraduate students who best represent the ideal of service to the university community. The honor is conferred in the spirit of keeping the light of service to others burning bright at the University of Northern Iowa. The name of the award, Lux, is from the university's official seal that features a burning lamp of knowledge and the Latin word for light. For the spring 2008 commencement, we are recognizing two outstanding students. Lux recipients are chosen from the many of the same nominees as the Outstanding Student Leader and the Servant Leadership Award nominees. Their names are in the program. But let me tell you a little bit more about this outstanding group of students. These students are involved in an average of 7 student organizations and have held leadership positions in at least 2 of them. They have completed countless hours of community service for the University of Northern Iowa and the Cedar Valley. They hold on-campus jobs, off-campus jobs, internships, provide tutoring and mentoring, participate in intramurals, implement leadership programs, and conduct research. They are resident assistants, presidents of organizations, musicians, student ambassadors, aspiring teachers, and student government leaders. These students do all this while maintaining an average grade point average of 3.56. They truly represent the spirit of service on our campus. Joining the ranks of the Lux recipients today is our first recipient, Megan Buswitz. She's an elementary education major with a minor in speech education. Megan started her involvement on campus by contributing many hours to Habitat for Humanity and the Northeast Iowa Food Bank. The spirit of service continued in her work with Residence Hall Honorary, NISG, our student government, student admissions ambassadors, and as a 2-year resident assistant. In each of these roles, Megan created opportunities for her peers to donate time in the community and get involved on campus. The recipient has demonstrated a strong commitment to inclusivity, working as a member of the LGBTQ+ community task force to develop UNI's first ever LGBT living learning community. She has also served on many committees for the Counseling Center and advocating for more mental health resources for students. Megan's UNI legacy will continue beyond our campus boundaries as she begins her career in teaching. Please join me in congratulating Megan, who leaves a legacy of service and commitment in sharing those gifts. It is my pleasure to introduce our second recipient of the Lux Service Award, Hunter Flesch, a senior elementary and middle school level education major with a minor in K-8 basic science. Hunter has been involved in many organizations on and off campus and has served at the highest levels in Sigma Phi Epsilon and in Northern Iowa student government. From the beginning, he has been motivated by the desire to bring a positive culture to the campus community and to impact as many students as possible. Hunter contributed many hours as a tutor at the UNI Center for Urban Education and as a mentor at a local junior high school. He built a lasting legacy at UNI through his work to develop the You Matter at UNI Mental Health Awareness Week on campus by facilitating a youth leadership program that has positively impacted over 200 eighth grade boys in the Cedar Valley, and by helping to raise over $10,000 for Sexual Assault Prevention Week programming. Hunter has entered into all of his work with a spirit of humility and a positive attitude. We congratulate Hunter Flesh on being a recipient of the 2008 Lux Service Award.
We now proceed to the recognition and award of honors. Dr. James Wolpart, Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, will recognize those candidates honored for their superior record in scholarship.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that some of our candidates are wearing bronze medallions today. This medallion indicates these students are graduating with summa cum laude honors, which means that they have achieved at an academic level that places them in the top 3% of their academic graduating class. The university is very proud to recognize these candidates at this time. Would the summa cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you. Students graduating with magna cum laude honors have earned a grade point average, placing them in the top 4 to 8% of those students graduating in their academic college or division, and they are wearing purple honor cords. Will the magna cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you. Students graduating cum laude have earned a grade point average, placing them in the top 9 to 15% of those students graduating from their academic college or division, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Would the cum laude candidates please rise so that we may honor and recognize you?
At these exercises, it has become our pleasant custom to ask a member of the graduating class to deliver an address to their fellow students. Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs, will introduce this year's speaker.
Good morning. Our commencement speaker this morning is Isabella Judge, daughter of Greg and Barry Judge and the sister of Emma. As part of an innovative 3+1 partnership between UNI and Allen College, Isabella is graduating from UNI with a Bachelor of Arts in Health Sciences. She will also complete a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Allen College in August. It is an understatement to say that Isabella personifies the qualities we hope for in our students. Isabella's advisors and mentors describe her as hardworking, determined, and high-achieving, but also empathetic, helpful, and caring. These descriptors come as no surprise, given her accomplishments since arriving at UNI 4 years ago. Academically, Isabella is graduating summa cum laude, representing the top 3% of her class. In addition to having a nearly perfect GPA, Isabella stands out with her leadership and community service activities. Her list of volunteer service is impressive, including work at the Ronald McDonald House Charities, Northeast Iowa Food Bank, Red Cross, Head Start, and the Boys and Girls Club. In addition, Isabella has served as a peer mentor in UNI's first-year biology class, and she worked as a certified nursing assistant and as a student nurse technician at Allen Hospital. I am pleased to share that Isabella has been accepted into the Master of Science in Nursing program at Allen College with a goal of becoming an acute care nurse practitioner. Please join me in welcoming Isabella Judge to the podium.
Thank you for the kind introduction, Dean Johnson. President Nook, faculty, families, and fellow graduates, good morning. Before I came to UNI, I was timid and incredibly stubborn. When new opportunities came around, I ducked and hid. I didn't want to try new things because I might fail. And well, if I failed, that meant I was a failure. As a result, I spent the better part of my junior high and high school years missing out on opportunities because I let this fear of failure rule my life. So when I came to UNI, I knew I wanted things to be different. I wanted to try things that made me uncomfortable because I was ready for change. I just didn't know how to go about it. As I tried to think of what I wanted to talk about this morning, my mind kept returning to thoughts of my freshman year, including the memories I made right here in this very building. When I look back and take note of who I was compared to who I am now, I hardly recognize myself. And no, that's not just because I cut my hair and improved my sense of fashion, although helpful, but rather, it is because I have become the woman I always wanted to become. But this was nothing I accomplished on my own. That is where the UNI Panther family came in. One of the first things I learned during my time at UNI was the importance of community. College is a time of immense growth, change, and preparation for the future. However, these tasks should not be solitary ones. During my time at UNI, I learned why community is so important. The purpose of community, I realized, is twofold. Firstly, it reassures us that we are not alone. When challenges come along, we know we can face them because we have people by our side. Secondly, community facilitates change. By surrounding ourselves with people who are different than us and come from different backgrounds, we can learn from them and utilize those lessons for our own growth. If your college experience was anything like mine, you probably realize that making those connections changed your college experience for the better. Perhaps you had an RA who encouraged you to join organizations you never would have considered. Within those organizations, you gain leadership skills and a new outlook on the world. Maybe you had a TA or a peer mentor who spent time with you outside of the classroom to make sure you understood the content. When you did begin to understand, you also realized the value of sacrificing your own time so that others might also succeed. Or maybe you came to a professor's office hours with the intention of asking about the test, but instead they imparted wisdom about life, which forever changed the way you looked at your future. These are just some of the many experiences that my fellow Panthers and I have had these past few years. The bottom line is this: because of the people I met at UNI and the connections I made, I grew into the person I am today. I am a person who believes in herself, is accepting of others, and continues to seek out new opportunities to further her growth. This metamorphosis only happened because I had people mentoring me, supporting me, and above all else, believing in me. That is what I want to impress upon the class of 2018. Change is hard, and change can be frightening. It can make you want to retreat and slink back into the familiar. However, change brings growth and insight. The familiar, on the other hand, cannot. As we embark on our journeys into the real world, leaving behind the familiar, remember that you are not alone. You have people who have already helped you and will continue to help you. And above all else, change is good. So, say yes to the things that scare you. Say yes to the new opportunities presented to you. That is my wish for you, class of 2018. That you never let the fear of failure keep you from taking new opportunities as they come. Because ultimately, they will lead you to becoming the best possible version of yourself. With that, I thank you for your time and say, go Panthers!
Thank you, Isabella, for that incredibly thoughtful and articulate address. It's very clear if we continue to embrace the change that's in front of us, your mortarboard is correct. Our sky is the limit. We are honored today to have several members of the Board of Regents here to celebrate Regent Rachel Johnson's graduation. Speaking today on behalf of the Regents, State of Iowa, President Pro Tem Patty County. Regent County is from Des Moines and has been an active public servant in a large variety of central Iowa community initiatives for many years. She has served on the board of directors for a number of community organizations, including the Des Moines Opera, St. Augustine Foundation, Mercy Hospital Foundation, Des Moines Arts Festival, and Des Moines Civic Center, and is a former Drake University board trustee member. In 2011, Regent County was appointed by Governor Branstad to the Norman E. Borlaug Statue Committee for the funding, creation, and installation of a statue of Dr. Borlaug, a native Iowan, in the U.S. Capitol building. This statue, which recognizes Dr. Borlaug's achievements in plant breeding and his significant impact on world hunger, was installed in the U.S. Capitol in March of 2014. Regent County is a 1966 graduate of the University of Iowa, where she earned a degree in sociology. She and her husband Jim have 9 children and 22 grandchildren. Regent County was elected President Pro Tem of the Board of Regents May 1st, 2017. Please join me in welcoming Regent and President Pro Tem Patty County.
Thank you all. It's my honor to be here. I am, as you probably figured it out, the Vice President of the Board of Regents. I bring you congratulations from our President, Michael Richards, who could not be here, and who hopes that all goes well today. I want to correct one thing. We don't have 22 grandchildren. We have 24. And I think that might be it. I'm not sure. Anyway, on behalf of the Board of Regents for the state of Iowa, I'm congratulating all of you on your academic success, and we are proud of your accomplishments. Today you will receive a degree from one of the finest universities, which has provided you with strong foundation for your future. We wish you continued success and congratulations to the class of 2018. Thank you.
We now proceed in the awarding of the doctoral degrees. Dr. Pease will now present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their respective degree. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of that degree.
By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Doctorate of Education, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized as they are ceremoniously hooded. Ms. Nicole Zumbach-Harkin, instructor in the Department of Communication Studies, will read the names of the graduates. We ask all audience members to applaud and recognize graduates after each candidate has been hooded.
Amani Mohammed Al-Riba. Theodora Merle Jean-Baptiste. Shania Irene Crawley. Alan Jean Nelson. Sokena A. Alsubia. Eve Castillo. Matthew. Fidelis Blessings Macaula. Stephanie N. Mahorn. Junu Shrestha.
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause for our new Doctors of Education? Dr. Pease will now present the candidates for the specialist and master's degrees from the College of Education. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their respective degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Thank you, Doctor. By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you as appropriate and qualified the degree of Specialist in Education, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts, or Master of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized. Ms. Nicole Zumbach-Harkin, instructor in the Department of Communication Studies, will read the names of the graduates. Graduates will be greeted by deans, department heads, and representative faculty members as they leave the stage.
Taylor Ray Baumgartner. Corey Bonenblurst. Jacqueline Rand Johnson. Jennifer Marie Paget. Dana Lynn Earls. Afnan Reda Al-Rimis. Jackson Allen Anderson. Kimberly Antoinette Archie. Trevor Jared Bergen. Jennifer Nicole Bertrand. Shannon E. Boseneiler. Aisha Julia Brown. Martha A. Burton. Colby D. Campbell. Kristen Carter. Nicole Catherine Crockford. Dale Dorothy Davis. Elizabeth L. Day Castillo. Andrea Marie Edmister. Jacob Joseph Enderton. Heather Los Jones Everhart. Haley Morgan Floors. Kyle Gregory Formanek. Allison Lynn Freitag. Emily Ann Frett. Allison Rose Ganson. John Roy Glenn. Victoria Rose Hamilton. Luke J. Harjinsky. Tracy Ann Harms. Kara Elizabeth Heenick. Lacey L. Hogestrat. Christopher Glenn Johnson. Nathan Edward King. Kara Lynn Klein. Melissa M. Kleinschmidt. John Oler Kramer. Julissa Marie Long. Matthew David Malowski. Laura Diane Manjurjan. Javier Luis Martinez. Adam John McConnell. Justin Peter McGinnis. Justin Lawrence Meyer. Carly Victoria Miller. Rachel Ann Patterson. Ann Plaguey. Megan Amber Potratz. Kara K. Riley. Aaron Rex Reinhardt. Mark William Ressler. Regina Salemic Shantz. Danielle E. Shuck. Jennifer K. Slagle. Abby L. Stager. Jennifer Rose Sullivan. Jesse Allen Thomas. Nicholas Michael Thorpe. Wade A. Timmons. Melinda Marie Tremmel. Christine Marie Urbanik. Lindsay M. Wagner. Taryn Joe Weipert. Matthew Raymond White. Allison K. Widrowitz. Stephen Carl Whitmer. Tiffany L. Wood. Amy Elizabeth McCauley. Jared Jeffrey Hazelhoon. Victor Jerome Evans. Katie Marianne Anderson. Eric David Graving. Catherine Chodora Josephine.
As we continue with our ceremony, and while all of us are proud and excited to see our graduates cross the stage today and receive their diplomas, we respectfully ask that you refrain from using air horns and other celebratory instruments during the ceremony. As your graduate crosses the stage, please quickly conclude your applause so that the audience can hear the name of the next candidate. Thank you. The Provost of the University, Dr. Jim Wolpart, will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from their respective units. The audience will find the disciplines of study for each college and division listed in your commencement program.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? Mr. President, on behalf of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the respective bachelor's degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you on behalf of the faculty for the awarding of these degrees.
Thank you, Provost Wolpart. By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you as appropriate and qualified the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Liberal Studies, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa. You may move your tassels. Congratulations.
Please be seated. We will now individually recognize the graduates. Ms. Nicole Zumbach-Harkin will read the names of the graduates. Names will be read in alphabetical order within each major. Graduates will be greeted by deans, department heads, and faculty members as they leave the stage.
From the College of Education, the Department of Curriculum and Instruction, Abigail Nicole Egan. Jessica Elizabeth Alexander. Megan Nicole Allison. Andrea Jean Aquiloni. Michaela Lynn Ballman. Natalie Jo Vance. Ross David Barclay. Lauren Ann Barnett. Elizabeth Jane Bankson. Samantha Jo Benish. Anna Kathleen Bentley. Julie Christine Bentley. Marissa Christine Berger. Lexi Josephine Bieber. Rebecca I. Biggs. Stephanie May Blanc. Sydney Nicole Buckholt. Colin Jeffrey Bokoff. Jessica Lauren Bonestengel. Shelby Sue Bowersox. Sarah Kathleen Brandt. Jessica Lynn Breeze. Kylie Ray Brown. Megan Nicole Buswitz. Loretta Ruth Margaret Campbell. Jenna Marie Carroll. Hannah Elizabeth Caton. Casey Lynn Kuzet. Haley Lynn Chapman. Morgan Ann Christensen. Brett Francis Corey. Brett is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for conspicuous achievement in the area of athletics, women's track and field. Shelby Lynn Courtney. Kendra Jane Crawford. Hannah Nicole Cunningham. Hannah Marie Davidson. Hannah Jane Davis. Nicole Ann Davis. Jennifer Lee DeVries. Dakota Richard Anthony Dix. Abigail Jean Marie Dolan. Renee Elizabeth Dre. Taylor Paige Duncan. Jessica Lynn Dusek. Emily Wilhelmina Dyer. McKenna Taylor Eklund. Allison Eppins. Sydney May Etherington. Alyssa Ann Fangman. Catherine Lynn Fossbinder. Alyssa Michelle Failer. Ryan Logan Photo. Bailey Joe Fitch. Hunter William Flesh. Courtney Lynn Anderson, Cassandra A. Forstner, Peyton Lee Ford, Alex Joseph Edward Fox, Margaret Rose Frecking, Kayla Sue Gajeski, Rebecca Joy Givens, Montana Lynn Gorley, Gabriel George Gravert, Shelby Nicole Graves, Jacqueline Janice Grosbeck, Brianna Elizabeth Granowski, Taylor Joe Habrel, Kayla Marie Hamby, Zachary Lewis Hamill, Jordan Rose Hammerand, Maureen Kenevin Hart, Erin Grace Heidenreich, Jacob Lee Heineman, Hannah Ray Harrington, Ashley Lynn Hermson, Brianna Renee High, Taylor Renee Hilbrands, Elizabeth Nicole Hinders, Rebecca Elaine Hoffman, Michelle Lynn Holland, Taylor June Holman, Sarah Catherine Holtkamp, Devin Lee Howard, Whitney Rhea Hutchinson, Alexandria Lynn Ingalls, Emily Ann Jones, Jonathan Roland Dean Jones, Jensen Elizabeth Kaufman, Emily Jean Kelleher, Haley Marie Kelleher, Rhea Jenna Knight, Shania K. Kerber, Nicole Elizabeth Kuderna, Jessica Nicole Keebler, Catherine Marie Langenberg, Molly Helen Lembazeder, Raquel Ann Luring, Marissa Lynn Mackin, Brianna Nicole Magnuson, Taylor Marie Myers, Tracy Latti Marino, Jamie Lynn McCartney, Maggie Kathleen McCormick, Morgan Lois McDowell, Madison Marie McElmeal, Charles Stephen Sung-Yun McFarland, Morgan Elizabeth McFate, Olivia Margaret Grace Mikey, Haley Ray Meister, Matthew Carl Mangler. Matthew is also the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious achievement in the area of middle-level education. Hannah Jo Meyer, Rachel Ann Johnson, Lillian Elizabeth Meyer, Allison Nicole Miller, Erica Lynn Miller, Caitlin Marie Mishmash, Jamie Elaine Munayer, Madison Jean Moberg, Catherine Lolita Mons, Bethany Paige Moots, Erin Lane Mosier, Hallie Lee Mosier, Sydney Lynn Murillo, Stephanie Nicole Nicholson, Grace Elizabeth Nielsen, Mary Nitzel, Chris Ann Ellen O'Neill, Daniel Allen Ortiz, Hayden Deborah Owens, Morgan Katrina Peasley, Angel Lynn Peterson, Jessica Helen Phillip, Afton Marie Fife, Megan Lorraine Peel, Sarah Marie Pierce, Jessica Irene Rager. Rachel Nicole Rice. Ashton Diane Riley. Regina Maria River. Noelle Marie Rosanke. Ellie Danielle Rossman. Alyssa Marie Rung. Lauren Christine Sales. Shelby Elizabeth Schindler. Caitlin Jane Schlegel. Kaylee Renee Schlenker. Erin Lisa Scroggin. Shannon Joy Sehusen. Nicole Dawn Self. Cassidy Lynn Sharp. Kylie Ann Sheets. Kayla Ann Shepard. Adam Richmond Smith. Nancy Gail Snyder. Taylor Lee Sorensen. Jessica Lynn Sokup. Josephine Marie Stabenow. Mercedes Marie Stephenson. Savannah Inga Steyen. Jessica Lee Stuckey. Allison Claire Stowe. Courtney May Stewart. Ashley Ann Stubbs. Leah K. Sudtel. Morgan Ann Schwarzendruber. Olivia Carolyn Terrones. Bridget Marie Tharp. Elena Marie Thielen. Hannah Violet Mildred Tees. Elizabeth B. Thomas. Ashley Patricia Thompson. Johnny Manat Thompson. Abigail Marie Tupper. Rachel Marie Turner. Timothy David Van Dee. Alexandra Renee Van Trump. Lindsay Ann Vandeloon. Megan Rose Vargason. Montana Marie Watkins. Lance Michael Weber. Kendra Elizabeth Whitman. Kia Marie Wyden. Haley Marie Wiebengay. Brett Eugene Williams. Kaylin Elizabeth Winders. Madison Nicole Wisner. Abby Wywood. Olivia Marlene Woof. Elizabeth Ray Yetmer. Kylie Marie Humans. Nicole Ruth Young. Alexis Youngblood. Emma Jean Zern. Silayli Fernandez. From the School of Kinesiology, Allied Health, and Human Services, Morgan Elizabeth Aris. Cassandra Renee Anderson. Sarah Mohammed Aldahan. Brian Thomas Alsup. Margaret Christine Andriano. Jacob John Appleman. Yamaya Ursula Mariah Appleton. Abigail Hope Otten. Taylor James Bars. Tara Elizabeth Baker. Samantha Jo Barr. Lauren Lee Bars. Anna Kathleen Bauman. Jason Joseph Bedard. Emma M. Bell. Bailey Irene Marie Bennett. Paige Nicole Bergman. Emily Nicole Birdie. Madeline Ann Bertrand. Olivia Grace Brewer. Kelsey Marie Brunsman. Leah Ruthann Carlson. Justin James Carlisle. Lauren Nicole Cavan. Roman Jacob Chrischiles. Sydney Leanne Sindrich. Jacob Allen Clark. Kylie Marjorie Close. Cole James Cook. Heather Alicia Culver. Katie Lynn DeBerg. Dusty Ty Decker. Madison Ann DeLong. Megan Lynn Delp. Erin Nicole Dilla. Olivia Drexler. Olivia is also the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious achievement in the area of physical education. Bailey Erin Dugan. Katie Renee Eckert. Kelsey Marie Ericke. Drake Allen Iserhout. John Everard. Brianna Ray Everhart. Dylan James Fielder. Emma Christine Fry. Cody James Guffian. Marianne Gagney. Emily Jo Glavey. Cameron Gomez. Allison Marie Gottschalk. Caitlin Joy Graham. Austin Neil Grauberger Himes. Rachel Diane Green. Veronica Irene Green. Mackenzie Elizabeth Grev. Kristen Jean Gretkin. Kristen Kelsey Lynn Hawley. Thomas J. Hamill. Callie Ray Ham. Cheney Elias Hankin. Haley Sue Harrison. Tyler Philip Hedke. Matthew Patrick Heatherton. Austin James Hills. Justin Robert Hoffman. Shelby Kathleen Holmes. Abby Marie Holt. Clint Thomas Human. Taylor Lee Holsing. Savannah Storm Hunt. Hannah Paisley Hutchison. Connor Allen Ironside. Megan Lynn Iverson. Lauren Marie Janning. Savannah Ray Jensen. Stephanie Marie Johnson. John Nathan Jones. Kelsey Ann Kearns. Aubrey Leanne Kuzi. Mackenzie Jewel Kyle. William Jack Klein. Meredith L. Knight. Kayla M. Keithy. Jonathan C. LaCour. Heidi Lynn Lane. Taylor Joe Lemon. Megan Elizabeth Livermore. Anna Elizabeth Lockling. Wyatt Christopher Lowhouse. Alex Long. Natalie Marie Lotz. Sarah Elizabeth Ludwig. Keely Christine Malcow. Elena Lee Martinson. Omar Martinez. Zachary C. Martins. Jessica Marie McAvoy. Abigail L. Meendering. Brett Allen Mengler. Stephanie Jo Meyer. Elizabeth Marie Myers. Cassidy Jo Mole. Megan Ann Mueller. Min Tu Truan Nguyen. Alyssa Renee Nichols. Ashley Julia Norum. Anya Sullivan Ogilvie. Clayton Dwayne Olson. Marissa Danielle Ostrowski. Chase Stephen Overton. Akruti Shahish Patel. Lauren Elizabeth Penzian. Nathan Ryan Person. Eric Jose Pimentel. Jordan Don Pingle. Grant Stephen Pruss. Connor Samuel Reed. Shelby Marie Reiter. Levi James Reitzler. Cheyenne Taylor Reynolds. Madeline May Reynolds. Dylan James Ripple. Brandon Michael Robinson. Jody Arlene Roth. Mary Paige Rundy. Megan Marie Salyers. Dareen Lewis Sanders. Victor Ray Sanders Jr. Trevor Jacob Schmidt. Ben Wesley Schnurr. Nicole Amanda Schrader. Cassandra Marie Sells. Emily K. Seidel. Aaliyah Ann Shavers. Alicia Ann Shavers. Alexander Grant Sable. Rachel Marie Siebenaller. Nathan Francis Sippy. J. Dylan Slocum. Brandon Leander Smith. Ryan James Solomon. Sarah Elizabeth Spellerberg. Nicholas Eduardo Stater. Carissa Lee Rainey. Samantha Jean Steffensmeyer. Allison Renee Stegman. Kate Nicole Stefani. Annie Kathleen Stryker. Ann Nabel is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious achievement in the area of movement and exercise science. Caleb Mack Studebaker. Elizabeth Ann Sweet. Jacob D. Timer. Megan A. Thompson. Christopher James Todden. Boone Meredith Tomlinson. Claire Ray Tuchek. Naba Ahmed Tuhefa. Neil Urtato. Tierra Joy Van Gerpen. Mara Colleen Warnke. Jean Darrell Rosalie Waybill. Kylie Christine Westberg. Brittany Lynn Wolf. Gabrielle Christine Woods. Preston Homer Woods Jr. Shelby May Yates. Shelby is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious achievement in the area of leisure, youth, and human services. Rachel Cassandra Clark. Brittany Marie Cavillo. Nicholas Daniel Shell. Jordan Charles Johnson. Clinton George Carlson. Samuel Thomas Ogilvie. Abby Ann Hilmer. John Casey Ditch. Tony Bolden. Emily Noel Vanderwilt. Haley K. Sullivan. From continuing education and special programs, Kendra Lee Broswell. Gunnar Brian Buckland. Marielle Hope Callahan. Hannah Marie Judding. Anna Carol Kimmy. Isabella Ashley Judge, L. Loy, Jacob Francis Meehan, Ryan Edward O'Neill, Caitlin Ann Robinson, Anna Marie Romeo, Riley Elizabeth Schultz. Riley is also the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious achievement in the area of individual studies. Catherine Elizabeth Seitz, Kara Nicole Sonderall, Jaden Douglas Van Dyke, Grace Marie Volliger, Maggie Rose Weber, Emily Sue Wild, Henry Philip Brewer, Josephine Marie McLean, Kara Lynn Ganser.
At this time, please welcome Dr. Tim Kidd, Professor and Chair of the Faculty. Dr. Kidd teaches in the Department of Physics.
Thank you. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to offer my congratulations to all of today's graduates. We are proud of your accomplishments, and the degree you're receiving is from an institution that values the quality of your education, is invested in your experience as a student and alumni, and dedicated to providing quality faculty with diverse backgrounds to teach its students. Your diploma is a symbol of your academic success at the University of Northern Iowa. Display it with pride. We wish you continued success and best wishes for the future. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jamal White, President of Northern Iowa Student Government.
Thank you, Dr. Kidd. I am honored for the opportunity to speak in front of you all on one of the most celebratory days during your time at the University of Northern Iowa. It has been my privilege to serve as the president of Northern Iowa Student Government and the student body representing you all across campus. When you leave McLeod Center today, I encourage you all to live your life to the fullest and make UNI proud while doing so. The faculty and staff, your family and friends has helped you to attain the skills necessary to succeed in your first job, graduate school, volunteer opportunities, and so far beyond that. Your involvement at UNI, take what you have learned and be the difference. Enjoy today and congratulations on your achievements. Go Panthers. Now I would like to introduce Ms. Megan Stahl, Chair of the Alumni Association Board of Regents. Board of
Thank you, Jamal. Greetings, distinguished guests, faculty, students, family, and friends. On behalf of the more than 115,000 alumni, I extend my congratulations to you, members of the class of 2018. You have earned a degree from the University of Northern Iowa and should be very proud of this wonderful accomplishment. Your time here as a student was brief compared to what commences today, your lifelong experience as an alum of this great institution. No matter how far away your career may take you, always know the Alumni Association is your constant connection to UNI. I encourage you to become an engaged and involved Panther. Consider joining an alumni club, attending social events, and coming back to Cedar Falls for homecoming. I also encourage you to stay in touch with the faculty and staff here at UNI. As a UNI graduate, your active participation in the life of the university will help you continue to grow personally, advance UNI to new heights and enhance the value of your degree. You are joining a family of more than 115,000 fellow graduates. At this time, I would like to ask all UNI alumni in the audience to please stand. And offer our applause. To the newest members of the UNI alumni family. Again, my congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Graduates, please rise. Please join me in one final public recognition of the graduates of the University of Northern Iowa. Thank you, graduates, and congratulations. We are very Panther proud of all of you. You guys may be seated. That's the last time you need to take an order from anybody at UNI. All right, thank you. Now, if you are a spouse of one of our graduates today, would you please rise? Please stay standing. Spouses, please stay standing. If you're a child of one of our graduates today, would you please rise? If you are the parents of one of our graduates today, would you please rise? If you are the grandparents of one of our graduates today, would you please rise? Now, if I've called you out, I need you to stay standing up. So we should have spouses and children and parents and grandparents all up in the air, right? Now, if you're an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a nephew or niece, or some other way remotely related to one of our graduates, would you please rise? If you are here today as a friend of one of our graduates, would you please rise? If you are a faculty or a staff member of the University of Northern Iowa or a member of our Board of Regents, would you please rise? Graduates, the people standing and surrounding you are the ones that made this dream and this goal a reality. Please help me thank them. Graduates, would you please rise as well? Everyone, please stay standing. In honor of today's graduates, please join me in the singing of the University of Northern Iowa alma mater. The words are found on the last page of the commencement program. Today we are led by Master of Music graduate Emily Secor, soprano.
Please be seated for our final announcements. Thank you, Emily. Master's degree last night, singing in front of 10,000 people today. Way to start the career. At this time, we would like to thank conductor Justin Mertz and the UNI Symphonic Band students for their wonderful music. They're at the top of the McLeod Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all graduate and audience members remain in place until after the President's Party has exited the McLeod Center. At that time, all graduates and guests should exit up the stairs only. These commencement exercises being now completed, please rise for the recessional of the President's Party. The spring commencement exercises of 2018 for the University of Northern Iowa are now adjourned.